You go to bed thinking you're resting, but in reality, something terrible is happening inside your body. While you sleep, your muscles are literally being stolen, cell by cell, fiber by fiber. It's as if an invisible thief slips into your home every night and takes away a bit of your strength, your independence, your vitality. This phenomenon has a name: nocturnal sarcopenia. Science has found that after the age of 60, you can lose up to 8% of your muscle mass each year if you don't take the right measures. Imagine, in just 5 years, that's 40% of your muscles simply disappearing. It's like you're literally shrinking from the inside out. But here's what doctors rarely tell you. There's an 8-hour period during the night when your body enters a state called prolonged muscle catabolism. That's when the proteins in your muscles are broken down to supply energy to vital organs. And if you don't give your body the right nutrients before you go to sleep, that destruction happens without replacement. Recent research at American universities revealed something shocking. Adults over 60 who don't consume the proper nutrients before bedtime can lose up to 0.5% of their muscle mass in just 1 week. Multiply that over a year, and you understand why so many older adults wake up feeling weaker each day. Have you ever wondered why it gets harder to rise from a chair as the years pass? Why your legs shake when you climb multiple steps? Why that grocery bag you used to carry effortlessly now feels like it weighs a ton? The answer isn't just natural aging. It's what happens to you during the 8 hours you spend unconscious in bed. During sleep, specifically between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., your body makes a crucial decision. Either it rebuilds the muscles that were damaged during the day, or it cannibalizes those muscles to maintain vital functions like breathing and heartbeats. It's a survival choice your body makes automatically, based on the resources available. If you don't supply the specific vitamins your muscles need during this critical window, your body literally eats its own muscles to survive. It's like burning the furniture in your house to stay warm. It works in the moment, but destroys your structure over time. The tragedy is that millions of people over 60 go through this every night, unaware that a simple solution could completely reverse the process. They wake up slightly weaker, day after day, thinking it's normal aging, when in fact it's a specific nutritional deficiency that can be corrected. The difference between aging with vitality and becoming frail could literally be on your nightstand. And you're about to learn exactly what to do to stop this silent theft that happens every night. More important still, you'll understand why most people take the right vitamins, but at the completely wrong time, canceling out all the benefits. In 2019, European researchers made a discovery that shook the global scientific community. They monitored more than 800 people over the age of 65 for 12 months and found something alarming. Those who didn't take specific supplements before bed saw a 12% drop in muscle strength, while the group that received the right nutrients not only maintained their muscle mass but increased it by 3%. The difference lay in 3 specific vitamins that act as a team during sleep. Think of them as the night shift security guards for your muscles. When they're present, they protect your muscle fibers. When they're missing, it's like leaving the door wide open for thieves. Did you know that between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body releases its largest surge of growth hormone? That hormone is responsible for repairing and building muscle. But here's the problem. If the right vitamins aren't circulating in your bloodstream at that moment, it's like having a builder with no bricks, ready to work, but lacking materials. The first crucial vitamin is D3. While you sleep, it regulates more than 200 genes tied to muscle protein synthesis. Studies show that older adults deficient in vitamin D3 are 70% more likely to develop severe muscle loss, a condition so extreme you can't perform basic tasks like opening a jar, getting out of bed without assistance, or keeping your balance while dressing. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel. The engine runs, but you're going nowhere. But researchers uncovered something even more unsettling. Your body has an internal clock that dictates when each vitamin should be used. It's as though a biological timer controls which nutrient goes to work at which hour, and most people are completely out of sync with that clock. Between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., your body enters what scientists call the maximum anabolic window. During this period, your body naturally produces its most powerful muscle-building hormones: growth hormone, IGF-1, which signals muscle cells to grow stronger, and testosterone. Yet these hormones are like keys that need the right vitamins to open the doors of muscle cells. Imagine your muscles as a bank that opens only during specific hours each night. If you don't deposit the nutrients at the right moment, the bank stays closed and you miss your chance until the next night when the cycle repeats. Every missed day leaves you poorer in muscle. The most frustrating part is that you might be taking all the right vitamins, but if you take them at the wrong time, it's like arriving at the bank after closing. You have the money in hand, but you can't make the deposit. And meanwhile, your muscles keep getting withdrawn every night with no replacement. Vitamin D3 alone won't solve the problem. It needs helpers to function properly at night. And that's where most people make the fatal mistake that's costing them muscle mass, strength, and independence. There's a vitamin you may never have heard of, yet it could be the single most important factor in preserving your muscles while you sleep. It's vitamin B6 in its pyridoxal 5-phosphate form, and it works like the conductor of your nighttime muscle orchestra. During sleep, especially between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., your body naturally produces amino acids, the microscopic bricks used to build and repair muscle, from the proteins you ate during the day. But without enough B6, it's like having all the ingredients to bake a cake but no leavening. Those amino acids remain stuck in your bloodstream, unable to enter your muscle cells. Canadian researchers ran a study on more than 600 older adults and found something striking. Those with adequate B6 levels retained 23% more muscle mass over 2 years compared with those who were deficient. In other words, B6 is the key that unlocks the door so muscle cells can accept nutrition. Here's the problem. After age 60, your ability to absorb B6 drops dramatically. Your body turns into a sponge that's drying out over time. You might be consuming plenty of B6, yet you can't make use of it. And there's more. B6 also regulates the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. When your levels are adequate, you not only sleep better, but also make better use of the muscle recovery window. It's a virtuous cycle that most people break without realizing it. B6 deficiency is silent at first. You don't feel anything wrong, but your muscles are literally starving every night. It's like a plant that wilts slowly. By the time you notice, it might be too late. The cruel part is that the signs of deficiency are easily mistaken for normal aging. Morning fatigue, trouble falling asleep, unexplained weakness, irritability. I recently saw a 67-year-old patient who complained that she struggled to fall asleep and, when she finally did, woke up before her alarm around 5:30 a.m. with dry eyes and a strange weakness in her legs. You go to a doctor, hear that it's just your age, and head home resigned, never knowing that a simple vitamin could change everything. Studies show that 40% of seniors are deficient in B6, but only 3% know it. It's like a silent infection eating away your strength from the inside, invisible in routine blood work. Most physicians don't even order the specific test for active B6 in the blood. The correct form is pyridoxal 5-phosphate, not the common pyridoxine sold in most pharmacies. Think of it as the difference between regular gasoline and premium. Both make the car run, but one optimizes the engine's performance. When taken 45 minutes before bed, active B6 acts as a cellular unlocker all night long, directing the amino acids from your dinner proteins straight into nighttime muscle construction. But here's a secret the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. B6 works even better when paired with 2 other specific vitamins. Together, they create what scientists call a synergistic effect, where the end result is greater than the sum of the parts. And you're about to discover which combination can reverse years of muscle loss in just a few weeks. You probably don't realize it, but there is a direct connection between the health of your gut and the strength of your muscles. And that connection becomes even more critical while you sleep. Think of your stomach as the logistics office that decides whether nutrients reach your muscles or get lost along the way. After age 60, stomach acid production can drop by as much as 60%. That means even if you take the right vitamins, your body may not absorb them properly. It's like trying to dissolve a tablet in lukewarm water when you really need hot water. Functional medicine specialists explain that muscle loss often starts in the gut, not in the muscles. If you can't absorb nutrients, it doesn't matter how many vitamins you take. Your muscles will keep wasting away. Yet there's a little publicized solution. Studies show that taking muscle support vitamins with specific digestive enzymes can increase absorption by up to 340%. It's like adding a turbocharger to your digestive system. The most important enzyme is bromelain, extracted from pineapple. When taken before bed along with your vitamins, it acts as an intestinal unlocker, allowing nutrients to be absorbed throughout the night. Brazilian research showed that seniors who used bromelain absorbed 180% more vitamins than the control group. Then there's the problem of silent intestinal inflammation. After 60, your gut may be inflamed without your knowledge, blocking nutrient absorption. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. No matter how much water you pour in, it slips out. The signs of this inflammation are subtle. Gas after meals, a heavy stomach feeling, changes in bowel rhythm. What's really happening is that your gut is rejecting the nutrients your muscles desperately need. The third essential nutrient that works in synergy with D3 and K2 is magnesium in the glycinate form. But here's the issue. If your gut isn't functioning well, you might take 500 mg of magnesium and absorb only 50 mg. It's like paying for a full product and getting only 10% of it. Magnesium is crucial because during sleep, specifically between 2 and 4 a.m., your muscles undergo a process called active relaxation. That's when muscle fibers loosen so new nutrients can enter and metabolic toxins can be flushed out. Without enough magnesium, this process doesn't happen. Picture your muscles as a sponge that needs to be squeezed to expel dirty water and soak up clean water. Magnesium performs that nightly squeeze and release. Without it, your muscles get clogged with toxic waste and can't receive fresh nutrition. There's something even more surprising. Magnesium also regulates body temperature during sleep. Nighttime body temperature is directly tied to muscle protein synthesis. A drop of just 1 degree, about 1.8 degrees in body temperature, can boost muscle building by 15%. That's why people who take magnesium before bed not only sleep better, but wake up feeling as if their muscles are better fed. It's not just a feeling, it's real biochemistry at work. Now, so you don't get lost amid so much important information, here's a quick recap. Vitamin D3 activates the genes responsible for muscle building while you sleep. Vitamin K2 directs calcium to the muscles and bones instead of the arteries. Vitamin B6 lets amino acids enter muscle cells. And magnesium lets your muscles relax properly so they can absorb all those nutrients. But now you need to learn about the deadly mistake that can cancel out all these benefits. In a small Greek village called Ikaria, something extraordinary happens. There, people over 90 have the muscle strength of someone in their 60s. They carry heavy bags, climb stairs effortlessly, and remain completely independent. What do they know that you don't? Researchers studied this population for more than a decade and discovered a unique pattern. They consume a specific combination of nutrients every night before bed. It isn't chance. It's a tradition handed down from generation to generation. The Ikaria cocktail includes marine magnesium, chelated zinc, and organic selenium, always taken with a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil. This combination creates what scientists call the perfect anabolic environment during sleep. Marine magnesium differs from ordinary magnesium. It's extracted from seawater and contains traces of other minerals that boost its absorption. While you sleep, your muscles need magnesium to relax and then contract properly during the repair process. Without enough magnesium, it's like trying to fix an engine without oil. It might run, but it will wear out quickly. Longevity specialists have found that 80% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, which explains why so many experience nighttime cramps and accelerated muscle loss. Magnesium is the lubricant for muscles. Without it, everything seizes up. Chelated zinc acts as an activator of muscle cells. During deep sleep, it binds to specific receptors that stimulate the production of anabolic hormones. Studies show that zinc deficiency can reduce muscle protein synthesis by up to 45%. But here's the secret that makes Ikaria special. They discovered that taking these minerals with extra virgin olive oil triples their absorption. The oil isn't just a carrier. It contains compounds called polyphenols that protect muscles from nighttime inflammation. Another process your body undergoes at night is called repair inflammation. Specialized cells clear damaged proteins from muscles. But if this inflammation is excessive, it can attack healthy muscle as well. Extra virgin olive oil acts as a moderator, allowing cleanup while shielding healthy fibers from accidental damage. It's like having a security guard who lets in those who belong, but blocks intruders. Organic selenium is the third component of this magic formula. It serves as the muscle's nighttime protector. Imagine that during the night, while your muscles repair themselves, they generate debris, like the rubble produced when you remodel a house. Selenium is the cleanup crew that removes this debris before it can harm healthy muscle. Without enough selenium, debris accumulates and begins to soil perfectly healthy tissue. Think of a factory that produces toxic waste. Without an efficient cleanup system, the waste builds up and starts contaminating the factory itself. Selenium is that cleanup system for your muscles. The best part of this discovery is that all these nutrients are easily found in pharmacies and supplement stores. You don't need to travel to Greece or hunt for exotic ingredients. Magnesium glycinate, chelated zinc, and selenium are available in nearly every drugstore in the country. But there is a crucial detail that made all the difference for the inhabitants of Ikaria. They discovered perfect timing. They take this combination exactly 1 hour before bed, always with the stomach slightly full. Never completely empty, never overly full. Now you know the secrets of one of the world's longest-lived populations. But wait, because something may be sabotaging all these benefits without your knowledge. It's a mistake 95% of people make, and it can completely cancel out the power of these vitamins. You're about to learn what this fatal error is and how to fix it before it's too late. In 2021, a study conducted by Harvard University revealed something the pharmaceutical industry would rather keep quiet. The researchers tracked more than 12,000 older adults for 5 years and discovered that those who followed a specific nighttime vitamin protocol were 67% less likely to need medications for muscle weakness-related problems. That translates into billions of dollars in drugs that went unsold, perhaps why you never heard about this discovery in mainstream media. Harvard's protocol is based on circadian timing, delivering nutrients at the exact moment the body needs them most. Between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m., your body prepares to enter nighttime repair mode. This is the golden window for giving it precisely what it needs. The most striking findings centered on liposomal vitamin C. You've always heard vitamin C is for immunity, right? But the study showed that when taken before bed in liposomal form, vitamin C wrapped in a protective fat layer that shields it during digestion, it guards muscle fibers against nighttime oxidative stress. While you sleep, your muscles undergo a process called cellular renewal, a demolition and construction project happening simultaneously. Liposomal vitamin C acts like a hard hat, protecting healthy cells while allowing damaged ones to be removed. Older adults who took 1,000 mg of liposomal vitamin C before bed maintained 31% more muscle mass after 3 years compared with the group that took no supplement. Form matters. Ordinary vitamin C had no such effect. The difference lies in liposomal technology. Think of regular vitamin C as someone trying to push through a crowd. It meets resistance on all sides. Liposomal vitamin C is that same person riding in an armored car, arriving intact at the destination. But the research uncovered something even more shocking. Scientists found a 90-minute critical window during the night when the body decides whether to build or break down muscle. That decision depends entirely on which nutrients are available in the bloodstream at that moment. If the right vitamins aren't circulating during this window, your body automatically switches to survival mode, breaking down muscle for energy. It's like a computer shutting down key programs when the battery runs low. The most disturbing part is that this critical window occurs while you're in deep sleep and have no control over anything. Quite literally, as you dream, your muscular fate is being decided, making vitamin timing absolutely crucial. The pharmaceutical industry has known this for years, but it's more profitable to sell expensive drugs that treat the symptoms of muscle weakness than to publicize a simple, inexpensive solution. Medications for joint pain, energy supplements, antidepressants tied to loss of independence. These products keep the revenue flowing. Internal studies at major drug companies showed that if only 30% of older adults followed this nighttime vitamin protocol, sales of muscle weakness medications would plummet by 85%. That's a direct threat to industry profits. So, to recap vitamin C, you need the liposomal form, in a 1,000 mg dose, taken exactly 1 hour before bed, always with a little water. Taking ordinary vitamin C in the morning won't shield your muscles overnight. The liposomal version is worth every penny because it's the only form that reaches your muscles intact while you sleep and performs the cellular protection work that can preserve your independence for decades. But here's the part that impresses me most. Even knowing all this, there's one mistake that can wipe out every benefit. It's so common that practically everyone makes it, turning these powerful vitamins into useless pills. You need to discover what that mistake is before starting any protocol. There's a hormone produced mainly during sleep that has more impact on muscle mass than testosterone. It's IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, a substance your body makes specifically to signal muscle cells that it's time to grow and get stronger, and it works like the night shift supervisor of muscle building. Here's the problem. After age 60, IGF-1 production can drop by up to 50%. It's as if your body's muscle factory is operating with half the staff. But there are specific vitamins that can stimulate your natural IGF-1 production while you sleep. The most important vitamin for this is B12 in the form of methylcobalamin. Unlike the common form, cyanocobalamin, methylcobalamin is immediately usable by the body. It doesn't have to be processed or converted by the liver first. And it works specifically during sleep to boost IGF-1 production. Japanese researchers studied 892 older adults and showed that those who took methylcobalamin before bed had morning IGF-1 levels 47% higher than those who took it in the morning. It's as if the body knows exactly when to use this nutrient. But B12 needs cofactors to work properly. The key partner is folic acid in the form of methylfolate. Together, they create what biochemists call an optimized methylation cycle, essential for muscle protein synthesis. B12 deficiency is epidemic among seniors, affecting up to 40% of people over 60. Symptoms are subtle at first: fatigue, weakness, difficulty concentrating. But what's really happening is that your muscles are being deprived of the fuel they need to stay strong. The most dangerous part is that B12 deficiency is a silent thief. It doesn't cause pain, fever, or dramatic symptoms. It just steals your energy and muscle strength day by day, week by week, until you suddenly realize you can no longer do things that once came easily. I recently treated a 72-year-old patient who said, "Doctor, I don't understand what's happening. I wake up tired, spend the day with no energy, and by evening my muscles feel like jelly." Her tests showed extremely low levels of active B12. Here's something that will shock you. Standard B12 tests can show normal levels even when you have a functional deficiency. It's like checking your bank balance but finding your debit card doesn't work. The B12 may be there, but it's not available for your muscles to use. That's why the methylcobalamin form is crucial. It's like having cash in your wallet, ready to spend immediately. When you take methylcobalamin before bed, it goes straight to where it's needed most, stimulating IGF-1 production during the first hours of deep sleep. Methylfolate works as B12's partner. Without it, trying to build muscle is like driving a car with only one wheel. You might move a little, but you won't get far. Together, they ensure that nighttime muscle building runs at maximum speed. For best results, the recommended dose is 1,000 mcg of sublingual methylcobalamin, under the tongue, plus 400 mcg of methylfolate, taken exactly 30 minutes before bed. This combination serves as premium fuel for IGF-1 production during the night, making sure your muscles have everything they need to grow stronger while you sleep. Now I'm going to share a list of subtle signs that point to age-related muscle loss. As I mention each symptom, pay attention to whether you recognize any in yourself. This can help you understand exactly where you are in the process and how urgent it is to start this nighttime vitamin protocol. Let's go over the subtle signs of muscle loss I mentioned. Do you struggle to open jars or bottles? Do you have to push off with your arms to rise from a chair? Do your legs feel heavier when you climb a flight of stairs? Do your hands tremble slightly when you hold objects? Do you avoid carrying shopping bags because it tires you out? If you recognized at least 2 of these signs, your muscles are sounding a red alert. Now, what do problems like high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, and acid reflux have to do with muscle weakness? At first glance, they seem unrelated, right? But the connection is more sinister than you might imagine, and it could be happening to you right now. You probably don't realize it, but some of the most common medications taken by older adults are silent vitamin thieves. They block absorption or increase excretion of nutrients essential for maintaining muscle. It's like having an open drain in your car's fuel tank. The biggest culprits are blood pressure drugs, diuretics, which flush out magnesium and potassium, cholesterol drugs, statins, which block coenzyme Q10, and heartburn drugs, proton pump inhibitors, which impede the absorption of B12 and magnesium. Specialty pharmacists report having seen hundreds of seniors who thought they were just getting old, when in reality their own medications were robbing them of the nutrients needed to keep muscles strong. If you take diuretics, you can lose up to 300 milliliters of magnesium per day. That's like spilling 3 glasses of milk every single day. In 1 month, you develop a severe deficiency without knowing it. In 6 months, your muscles visibly waste away. Statins block production of coenzyme Q10, essential for cellular energy. Your muscles are like electric cars. Without a battery, CoQ10, they simply stop working. Studies show that 87% of statin users develop muscle weakness within 2 years. Proton pump inhibitors used for acid reflux are perhaps the worst vitamin thieves. They drastically cut absorption of B12, magnesium, calcium, and iron. It's like having a permanent blockade in your stomach that stops vital nutrients from entering. The cruel part is that doctors rarely connect the medications they prescribe with the muscle loss you develop months later. They view the symptoms as normal effects of aging and may even prescribe more drugs to treat what are really nutrient deficiency symptoms. But there is a solution: the pharmaceutical replacement protocol. For every medication you take, there's a specific vitamin combination that can compensate for the losses. It's like having a backup plan for your nutrients. If you take diuretics, you need 400 milliliters of magnesium glycinate and 99 milliliters of potassium every night. If you use statins, you need 200 milligrams of ubiquinol, the active form of CoQ10. If you take reflux medication, you need higher doses of B12 and magnesium. Timing is crucial. These makeup vitamins must be taken at least 2 hours after the medication, preferably before bed. That allows your body to absorb the nutrients without interference from the drug. Most of my patients take at least 2 of these 3 vitamin-robbing medications, and when we implement the proper replacement protocol, they report significant improvements in strength, energy, and stamina within weeks. The weakness they blamed on aging often turns out to be nothing more than nutrient deficiency caused by their own medicines. The problem is that most physicians aren't up to date on these drug-nutrient interactions. They focus on treating disease, not preventing nutritional shortages caused by the treatments themselves. But here's something that may shock you. There are specific signs indicating that your medications are stealing your muscles. They're symptoms you might be feeling right now, assuming they're normal for your age, when in fact they're your body's SOS, begging for the nutrients your drugs are blocking. For decades, you've been told that a balanced diet supplies all the vitamins you need. That myth isn't just false for older adults. It's dangerous, and it's costing millions of people their independence. The truth is that after age 60, your body needs 300% more vitamins than it did at 30 just to maintain the same muscle function. Think of an old car that needs more fuel to cover the same distance. Geriatric nutrition specialists have run comprehensive studies on seniors' vitamin requirements and uncovered something shocking. Today's vitamin recommendations were designed merely to prevent outright deficiency diseases, not to optimize muscle health in older adults. Even a perfect diet can't deliver enough vitamins to preserve muscle mass after 60. You would need to eat 5 pounds of spinach a day to get the necessary magnesium, or 15 eggs to meet your B12 needs. There's another problem: bioavailability. Vitamins from food are absorbed less efficiently in older adults. It's like trying to fill a glass through a clogged funnel. The nutrient is there, but it can't reach its destination. Intestinal absorption capacity drops dramatically with age. By 70, you absorb only about 40% of the vitamins in food, compared with the 80% you absorbed at 30, like running your digestive system on half a tank all the time. Add to that the fact that modern food processing has slashed vitamin content. An apple today contains 50% fewer vitamins than an apple in 1950. Soils are depleted, produce is harvested before full ripeness, and long-distance transport degrades nutrients even further. The situation worsens when you factor in that seniors often have reduced appetite, chewing or swallowing difficulties, and frequently take medications that interfere with absorption, a perfect storm for nutritional deficiency. Nighttime supplementation solves this problem because vitamins are delivered in their purest, most bioavailable form at the moment they're needed most. It's like giving medicine intravenously instead of orally. The uptake is far more efficient. Studies show that older adults who rely solely on diet for vitamins are 340% more likely to develop severe muscle loss within the next 5 years compared with those who follow targeted supplementation protocols. What's most frustrating is that many people spend a fortune on organic and natural foods, believing that solves the problem. While these foods are better, they still don't supply the quantities needed to reverse age-related muscle loss. It's like trying to fill a swimming pool with a watering can. You can use the purest water in the world, but if the flow is too small, you'll never fill the pool. Your muscles are that pool, and dietary vitamins are the watering can. There simply isn't enough volume. The food industry perpetuates this myth because it's convenient. If everyone knew that food alone doesn't provide enough vitamins, there would be pressure for fortification or changes in production methods. Maintaining the status quo is easier while people believe they're adequately nourished. The reality is that if you're over 60 and not taking specific vitamins before bed, you're literally watching your muscles waste away night after night, even if you eat perfectly during the day. And there's yet another factor that can make all of this even worse. There is a combination of factors that, when they occur together, can dramatically accelerate muscle loss. It's like a perfect storm that destroys decades of strength in only a few months, and the scariest part is that most older adults have at least 3 of these factors. The first is silent chronic inflammation. After age 60, your body can stay in a constantly inflamed state without your knowledge. That inflammation literally eats your muscle fibers, like invisible termites destroying your house's structure. You can detect this inflammation with a simple blood test that measures C-reactive protein. When that value is high, your muscles are being attacked from within, even if you feel no pain or discomfort. Yet there are specific anti-inflammatory vitamins that can reverse the process when taken before bed. The second factor is muscle insulin resistance. Your muscle cells stop responding properly to insulin, blocking amino acids, the microscopic bricks used to build muscle, from entering. It's as if the cell doors were locked and the nutrients left outside. Chromium picolinate, a special mineral that helps the body handle sugar and lets nutrients enter muscle cells, taken before bed functions like a master key that opens those doors. Studies show it can restore insulin sensitivity by up to 60% in just 30 days. The third factor is mild metabolic acidosis. Your blood grows slightly more acidic with age, and the body pulls amino acids from muscles to neutralize that acidity, like burning your furniture to stay warm. Alkalizing nutrients such as potassium citrate and magnesium bicarbonate taken before bed neutralize this acidity and shield muscles from that needless burning. A fourth factor is even more devastating: nighttime oxidative stress. During sleep, especially in people over 60, muscle cells produce toxic byproducts while repairing themselves. Picture a factory with no ventilation. The fumes build up and poison everything. Without specific antioxidants circulating overnight, those toxins attack healthy muscle cells, a case of friendly fire, your own body harming its muscles by mistake. The fifth factor is chronic cellular dehydration. It's not thirst but muscle cells that can't hold water properly, like old sponges that have dried out and can't absorb fluid. That happens because age sharply reduces proteins that regulate cellular water balance. Dehydrated muscles tighten, grow stiff, and eventually break down. When all five factors, chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, metabolic acidosis, oxidative stress, and cellular dehydration, strike at once, it's like 5 different viruses attacking your computer simultaneously. The system can't cope. The good news? A specific protocol tackles all these threats at once, an antivirus shield against multiple dangers. It requires precise vitamins, in precise doses, at precise times. The protocol acts as a nightly, deep clean for your muscles. While you sleep, the right nutrients work like a specialized cleaning crew, removing toxins, reducing inflammation, restoring acid-base balance, and rehydrating muscle cells. People who follow the plan say they wake feeling their muscles are lighter and looser, as if they'd had a massage overnight. That's no illusion. It's the result of optimizing those cellular processes. So, how do you feel about everything so far? I bet much of what we've discussed was new to you. What surprised you most? Learning that your medications could be stealing your vitamins? That timing matters more than which vitamins you take? Or discovering that diet alone can't keep muscles strong after 60? Stay with me because next you'll learn the exact protocol that can revolutionize your nights of sleep and your days of vitality. Based on more than 200 scientific studies, researchers have developed a specific protocol that works with the body's natural rhythms to maximize muscle building during sleep. It's like having a cellular personal trainer working while you rest. The protocol unfolds in 3 phases: preparation, 7 to 9 p.m., activation, 9 to 11 p.m., and maintenance, 11 p.m., 5 a.m. Each phase calls for specific nutrients to optimize nighttime muscle protein synthesis. Preparation phase, 7 p.m. Take digestive enzymes with a protein-rich snack. This primes your digestive system for maximal nutrient absorption, like preparing the soil before planting. The key enzyme here is bromelain. Take 500 milligrams of it, along with about 20 grams of protein, a hard-boiled egg, a piece of cheese, or a handful of nuts. Do this precisely at 7 p.m., 2 hours before the next phase. Activation phase, 30 minutes before bedtime. Now comes the muscle cocktail. Vitamin D3, 5,000 IU vitamin K2, 200 mcg magnesium, glycinate, 400 mg chelated zinc, 30 mg vitamin B6, P5P, 50 mg vitamin B12, methylcobalamin, 1,000 mcg. Take everything together with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil, which boosts absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and supplies fatty acids for nighttime hormone synthesis. Nutrition scientists explain that this protocol synchronizes nutrient delivery with the body's natural surges of anabolic hormones during sleep, precision nutritional engineering. Maintenance phase, 11 p.m., 5 a.m. While you sleep, the vitamins work in synergy. D3 activates muscle-building genes, K2 directs minerals, magnesium relaxes fibers so they can grow, zinc stimulates IGF-1, and the B vitamins drive every metabolic reaction. A crucial detail: water temperature. Take the vitamins with room temperature water, never cold or hot. Ice-cold water can shock the digestive system and reduce absorption, while hot water can degrade sensitive vitamins. Studies show this protocol can raise nighttime muscle protein synthesis by up to 250% in older adults, turning a slow-running factory into a high-performance operation. Add 1,000 mg of liposomal vitamin C to the protocol, but take it separately, 15 minutes after the other vitamins. This prevents absorption interference and ensures it reaches the muscles intact during the night. For anyone on medication, timing is even more critical. Take the vitamins at least 2 hours after any drug and never with heartburn medications, which can completely block absorption. A little-known tip: avoid caffeine for at least 6 hours before the protocol. Caffeine interferes with magnesium absorption and blocks the relaxation needed for restorative sleep. Also avoid intense exercise within 4 hours of bedtime. Vigorous workouts spike hormones that can disrupt nighttime recovery. Light walks are fine, and even encouraged. Stay well hydrated during the day, but stop drinking an hour before the vitamins. Your last glass of water should be 1 hour before supplementation. This prevents bathroom trips that interrupt sleep and lets the vitamins be absorbed without excessive dilution. If you have a sensitive stomach, start with half doses for a week, then increase gradually. Your muscles will still respond, and consistency with smaller amounts is better than quitting due to digestive discomfort. Most important of all, be patient and consistent. This protocol works over time. In the first 2 weeks, you may notice better sleep. In the first month, more energy. From month 2 onward, you'll start to feel a real difference in muscle strength. The gains you make can last a lifetime, but only if you lock them in with 3 habits that work together. The first habit is unwavering consistency. Whether you follow the full protocol or the streamlined trio of magnesium, vitamin D3, and B12, you need a nightly strength ritual at the same time every evening, including weekends and holidays. Keep your supplements, a tablespoon of oil, and room temperature water on the nightstand, so there is never a reason to skip. If you travel, pre-package each night's dose and store it with your toothbrush so you never miss a night. Skipping or trying to double up later can push your muscles back into catabolic mode and erase a week of progress. The second habit is quarterly recalibration. Every 3 months, repeat basic lab work: red blood cell magnesium, 25-hydroxyvitamin D, active B12, and high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, and adjust dosages so magnesium stays in the upper half of the range, vitamin D between 40 and 60 nanograms per milliliter, and B12 safely above 600 picograms per milliliter. Whenever a new medication is added, especially a diuretic, statin, or acid blocker, introduce the matching nutrient backup immediately and retest after 6 weeks. Relying on the same doses year after year allows silent deficiencies to creep back in and bring weakness with them. The third habit is daily micro-movement. No supplement can replace mechanical load, so give your muscles a clear signal each day. Perform slow chair squats and wall push-ups in the morning. Take a brisk 10-minute walk or march in place in the evening, and once a week lift something mildly awkward, garden soil, groceries, or a laundry basket, for 2 or 3 controlled sets. These small but consistent loads spike IGF-1, sharpen insulin sensitivity, and convince your body that the extra muscle it is building is genuinely needed. Think of these habits as compound interest. Small nightly investments of nutrients, quarterly adjustments, and daily moments of effort accumulate in dramatic transformations over time. Break any one of them long enough, and the silent thieves, catabolism, inflammation, and nutrient drain, creep back in. Guard your ritual, check your numbers, move something every day, and the strength you rebuild now can stay with you for decades, keeping jars easy to open, stairs easy to climb, and your life entirely your own to live. Do you remember when you were younger and felt as if you were living the best years of your life? You felt invincible, bursting with endless energy and convinced your muscles would never let you down. Perhaps you thought those were your golden years, and that now, at 60 or 70, you can only resign yourself to decline. But here's a truth society doesn't want you to know. Weakness is not your destiny. In youth, you took care of yourself almost by instinct. You slept soundly, ate without overthinking, and your body responded automatically. Now, with the experience and wisdom you possess, you can care for yourself far more intelligently and effectively. Why do people stop looking after themselves properly as they age? Why do they accept pain, weakness, and dependence as normal? The answer is simple. No one taught them that growing older can be different. No one told them you can be stronger at 70 than you were at 50 if you make the right choices. You've reached the end of this journey of discovery. But in truth, you're only at the beginning. Tonight, when you go to bed, it can be the first night in years, perhaps decades, when your muscles receive exactly what they need to grow stronger instead of weaker. Picture your life a year from now if you apply everything you've learned. You wake each morning feeling stronger than the day before. You climb stairs without gripping the handrail. You carry your own groceries. You get down on the floor to play with grandkids and rise with ease. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing someone flourishing, not withering, someone gaining independence, not losing it, someone building the future, not merely surviving the present. This isn't fantasy, it's science. Hundreds of older adults have already undergone this transformation by following the protocols you've discovered. They were no different from you. They had the same fears, the same limitations, the same sense that age was inevitably catching up with them. The difference is that they realized aging is not a sentence of weakness. You can grow older with strength, vitality, and independence. But that takes action, not resignation. It requires believing you deserve to feel good, that you deserve to be strong, that you deserve to live fully. You've lived so much, overcome so many challenges, amassed so much wisdom. Why accept your muscles fading when you can do something about it? Why accept dependence when independence is within reach? Remember, every night that passes without giving your muscles what they need is a night of irreversible loss. But every night you follow the right protocol is a night of rebuilding and strengthening. Your muscles are waiting. They want to be strong. They want to support you for many more years. All they need is for you to provide the right tools at the right time. The choice is yours. Continue losing strength silently, or begin reclaiming it tonight. Your muscles, and your future independence, depend on the decision you make in the next 24 hours. Time waits for no one, but muscle loss can stop for you. Start today. Your muscles will thank you tomorrow, and you'll thank yourself for the next 20 years. You deserve to live with strength, dignity, and independence, and now you know exactly how to make that happen. We've reached the end of this conversation, but for you tonight could be the moment that changes the rest of your life. You now hold information most people will never have, secrets that can literally add years of independence and vitality to your future. Yet knowledge without action is only entertainment, and I know you didn't stay with me this far just to be entertained. You're here because you feel that something must change, because you know you deserve more than simply accepting weakness as inevitable. You may be wondering, will this really work for me? Or, isn't it too late? Let me be clear. It is never too late for your muscles to begin growing stronger. Your body was designed to repair and fortify itself at any age. It only needs the right tools. Now you face two choices. The first is what most people do. File this information away for someday, promise you'll start next week, and gradually forget everything until it's too late. That choice seems easy, but it is the most costly in the long run. The second choice is to decide that tonight will be different, that this will be the first night of the rest of your life, that you will no longer watch your muscles waste away, but instead take active control of your health and strength. Think of the people you love, your children, grandchildren, spouse, friends. They need you strong and independent. They want you active, engaged, and present in their lives for the next 10, 15, 20 years. When you strengthen yourself, you don't do it only for you. You do it for everyone who depends on you. Picture bathing without bracing against the walls, strolling through the park without hunting for benches, traveling and exploring new places without physical limits, waking each morning with energy instead of stiffness and pain. Your muscles are waiting for you tonight. They're ready to start rebuilding the moment you give them the right vitamins at the right time. Every night you delay is a missed opportunity. Remember what you've learned. Glycinate magnesium to relax and repair fibers, vitamin D3 to activate muscle-building genes, B12 to spark muscle growth hormones, K2 to guide nutrients, liposomal vitamin C to shield against oxidative stress, or at least the simplified protocol with the 3 essential vitamins. The investment you make today in your muscle health will be the best investment of your life, because nothing matches the value of independence, dignity, and the ability to live fully to the end. Don't let another night pass without giving your muscles the chance to grow stronger. Don't let another day slip by feeling weaker when you could be getting stronger. Your journey of muscular transformation begins tonight. Your muscles are waiting. Your family is waiting. Your future is waiting. The choice is yours, and the moment is now. If this information has been valuable, consider subscribing to the channel for more health and longevity content that can transform your life. And if you know someone who needs this information, share this video. Together, we can help more people age with strength and dignity.